Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to make some real horror money? Sit back, relax, and watch. Now here's your host, Mormozine.
Hello, friend. Mormozine here. Welcome to my movie, How to Make Money with PLR. And PLR is an awesome thing. I want to make real clear that PLR is not a scam. This movie is not a scam. I'm not trying to scam you. It's an entertainment product. It's supposed to entertain you and educate you. And PLR is private label rights, where you buy the rights to content either written like PLR articles like I just did, or PLR ebooks or PLR audios, PLR videos, but you can buy the rights to these things, and then you have certain rights. You can sell them or make them your own. You can rebrand them and turn them into things. For instance, today I bought the rights to these articles, PLR on PLR, and turn them into videos with my software, and now I'm hosting them. This is like a horror hosting show, like you see Svengoolie or Tales from the Crypt or Elvira or something, but instead of showing you crappy old movies, I'm showing you educational videos that will actually teach you how you can make money. And how you make money with PLR is content marketing, which is, like, to me, the best form of marketing, where whether you're making blog posts or YouTube videos or whatever, and PLR is a great shortcut to getting content you can use for content marketing. Like I say, there's several different kinds of PLR. Articles are great though. It's a really neat thing, and it's really awesome. It's like the new public domain. A lot of horror hosts show public domain movies and talk about public domain movies. And PLR is like the new public domain. It's content you can buy pretty cheap usually and make money with it and create new content. And it's a really awesome thing. And I really ask you to please watch this movie all the way through. Just let it play all the way through. You know, I invest money in these movies and work really hard to make them and everything. And your watch time means a lot to me and helps me become successful. So please watch this movie all the way through. And I know that you'll learn a lot of ways to make money and with PLR and everything. So let's go ahead and watch the first video now.
4 precautions to take when using PLR. Private label rights. PLR content can be a lifesaver when you are short on time or you hate writing with a passion. Done for you content can be used on your blogs, or you can bundle them and sell them as your own products. If you're a beginner to online market, PLR can shortcut your journey and have you establishing a web presence and making sales in record time. While PLR is a means to an end, it is not an end in itself and has its downsides and limitations. The 4 pointers below will help you steer clear of the pitfalls of PLR. 1. Fact-checking. Here's a brutal truth: not all PLR is made equal and not all PLR vendors are reputable. There are 2 types of PLR vendors. The first type are not just marketers, but are writers at heart. These PLR vendors do their own research and write almost all of their PLR. So, you can expect consistent quality and a uniform voice throughout their content. They tend to take a lot of pride in their work, and it is usually safe to purchase PLR from these vendors. At the other end of the spectrum are PLR vendors who are only in the business for money. They outsource the writing to cheap writers on freelance sites. The content is then cobbled together, given a pretty sales page, and sold as the next best thing since sliced bread. Here's what you need to know: freelancers are on the clock. The more they write and the more gigs they accept, the more money they make. This immediately puts a constraint on their time. Guess where they cut corners on? If you said research, you're absolutely right. When a cheap freelance writer is tasked to write content, most of the time they just get online and pull facts from different websites and create a Franken article. The problem here is that you never really know if the facts are accurate. There is so much misinformation online that fake news has become the norm. You may wonder, why doesn't the Plr seller hire better writers? The answer is simple. Better writers cost more and this eats into the profit margins. So, they go for the cheap ones. If you re in the health niche and you reusing Plr content, it is especially important to cross-check all facts and stats you find in your Plr articles/ebooks. You don't want to be dishing out inaccurate information. The goal is to be an authority in your niche, and not a disseminator of wrong information. Always fact-check your content. Period. 2. Plagiarism. Another common practice by third-rate freelancers is to just rip off content from different sites and squash them together to form their own article. Once again, the writers are either hard-pressed for time or they're just lazy and looking for shortcuts. Run your content through a site like Copyscape.com to see if your Plr content is plagiarized. Do note that since others may have used the same Plr as you, several results may show up. This is not plagiarism. You'll notice that their content is almost the same as your Plr content because they've used the same Plr. What you should be looking for are sentences and paragraphs that show up oddly on sites where the rest of the content is totally different. When you see such results, almost always, the writer has either plagiarized the content or is using a content scraping software to create the content. 3. Duplicate content penalty. A duplicate content penalty occurs when you're not organized with your Plr content. There are so many misconceptions about this penalty. Let us keep things simple. Using private label rights content will not get you penalized by Google. It doesn't work that way. If it did, all syndicated news sites, etc., would get penalized for using the same content. You only get penalized by Google for duplicate content when several of your blog posts contain the exact same content. Google thinks you're trying to game the system and rank your site higher. For example, if you take a specific Plr article that you have, come up with 3 catchy titles for the article and post the same article 3 times on your blog, now you have duplicate content. You're only changing the title of the article but the rest of the content is the same. Some marketers do this intentionally thinking they'll get away with it, they want to, and others accidentally make a mistake because they read disorganized and don't know which Plr content they've already used and which they haven't. So, keep a separate folder for content that you've already used on your sites. This will prevent you from being hit with the duplicate content penalty. 4. Adhering to the Plr license. So many Plr buyers just can't seem to understand the license terms that come with the Plr packages they purchase. While the terms state that you can sell the content as your own, you can't actually sell it as your own Plr. It's easy to get confused here. What the terms really mean is that you'll need to convert the Plr into a final product, personalize it and sell it as a unique product to end consumers. You can't sell it as your own Plr content because that's the original vendor's job. Be clear about the license terms when using your Plr so that you don't step on anyone's toes. If in doubt, always seek clarification from the vendor. Keep these 4 points in mind whenever you purchase or use Plr. It is best to err on the side of caution.
All right, so there was 4 good tips about PLR, the things to be careful about. I know those licensing terms can really be tricky sometimes, and you wonder, well, if I make a new product based off of this PLR, then can I sell it with like resale rights or PLR rights or whatever? But really, you can't, and you got to be careful. You don't want to ruin your reputation or get sued or anything. And the video was talking about some other stuff. It was like Dracula and Frankenstein. Pretty good video. I'm just fascinated about PLR. I love to learn about it. And hearing about it gives me new ideas on what I can do with it. And I use PLR all the time, buy it all the time. And it's great stuff. So let's watch the next video.
5 common PLR misconceptions dispelled. Private label rights content, also known as PLR, can be a polarizing topic in the online marketing space. While many marketers swear by it, there are also many marketers who turn their nose and scoff at it. The concept of PLR has been around for decades. Most marketers don't realize that even white label physical products can be branded and sold. This is done all the time with drop shipping to the tune of millions of dollars. All the vendor does is create a logo and branding, which is then used in the product packaging. He or she then markets the product as something unique. In reality, the product is generic, made in China, or some other country, and sold by several different vendors. In the same vein, PLR content can be rebranded and sold as your own. How good your products are will depend on how good your PLR content is. This brings us to the first misconception. 1. All PLR is bad. Unfortunately, there is some truth to this because most of the PLR being sold is usually abysmal and nothing to write home about. However, there is a silver lining to this gray cloud. There are several very good PLR vendors out there providing excellent content that you can use on your blogs, etc. Do not make the mistake of tarring the entire industry with the same brush. What you'll need to do is discern between the good PLR sellers and the atrocious ones. Join Facebook groups dedicated to PLR and ask for recommendations. It's just a matter of time till you discover who the reputable PLR vendors are. The cream always rises to the top. Now you can get excellent content for your online business. It's easy to make money with PLR. PLR makes it easier to build an online business. That's the keyword, easier. Let's not fool ourselves here. Building an online business requires time, consistent effort and patience. It's not easy, but PLR helps to relieve some of the burdens of content creation. You need a blog to develop an online presence, but you dislike writing content. No worries. You can use PLR content to populate your blog. The PLR saves you time, but you'll still need to do the work to set up the blog, post the content, personalize it, etc. The PLR makes it easier, but you still have work to do. This rule applies to all types of PLR that you use. Bought PLR videos. Good, now start a YouTube channel, upload the videos, embed them and so on. Bought a PLR ebook. Excellent. Rebrand it, set up the sales pages and funnel, add the buy buttons and start driving traffic to it. You get the idea. PLR speeds up the journey, but you're still doing the walking, and it's uphill all the way. Using PLR is plagiarism and an unethical practice. Private label rights content is perfectly ethical and legal to use, as long as you abide by the terms in the PLR license. There's a common misconception here that multiple people using the same content is plagiarism. It has not. It's exactly how PLR was meant to be used. You're paying for the rights to use the content. Just ensure that the PLR vendor is creating content that has unique and not stolen from elsewhere. Generally, if you stick to the reputable PLR vendors, this will not be an issue. You'll be penalized by Google. Google does not penalize PLR content. The duplicate content penalty only occurs when the same content appears multiple times on the same blog or web property. Same content on different blogs do not incur the wrath of Google. So, only use each PLR article on your site once and you'll be safe. That's it. Cheaper and bigger is better. As with most things, you often get what you pay for. Do not skimp and get the cheapest content you can find. Very often, you'll come across huge packages of PLR content where there are thousands and thousands of articles inside and it costs less than $5 or so. Avoid these types of PLR bundles. The content will usually be subpar, old and thinner than your patience once you see what you've bought. Some marketers may tell you that they managed to find 1 or 2 articles in these packs they could use. This may be true because even a blind pig stumbles upon an acorn every now and then. However, time is money and you don't want to spend ages rifling through tons of rubbish content just to find one barely workable article. You're better off getting good PLR right off the bat, even if it costs more and you're getting less content. That said, there are many excellent PLR vendors who bundle up quite a bit of quality content and sell them at an affordable price. You'll just need to do your research. Always remember that quantity does not dictate quality. Dispel these 5 misconceptions and use PLR in your online business. When used correctly, it's an extremely powerful tool that will reap rewards many times over.
All right, friends, so there's some misconceptions about PLR, what people think of it. I know a lot of people think you can get penalized by Google. I think there's going to be a full video about that a little later. And PLR is great. I'm sure you're getting all kinds of ideas right now about PLR. And just keep watching, and you'll learn a lot. And PLR is so awesome. I use it all the time, and it's really great for a business, for content, and you can mix businesses and sell. You know, they say stick to one niche, but I kind of mix it up and I'm doing okay. So, but anyways, PLR is really great. This is the Horror Cash movie, a horror cash movie, and I kind of mix horror hosting along with make money online and stuff, mix the two up. A lot of people don't get it yet. Some people think it's a scam, but it's not. And PLR is awesome, and let's watch the next video.
5 questions to ask before buying any PLR. There's a saying that goes, people love to buy, but they hate being sold to. In the make money online niche, this statement is gospel truth. Beginner marketers love to buy products. They'll buy anything and everything in the hopes of making quick and easy riches. Before they know it, they're in debt and they've not made a cent online. Every single month, several PLR products are released and they make thousands of sales combined. PLR buyers just can't get enough content. However, while PLR can be used to further your online business, unlike many dodgy info products which are useless untested theory, you still need to ask yourself 5 questions before buying any PLR. Why am I getting it? You must have a purpose for the content before purchasing it, and it has to fit in with your overall marketing plan. If you're in the weight loss niche, don't buy woodworking PLR on a whim just because it has an excellent offer that you can use in future. Most times, future never comes around. You'll never get to use the content. Focus on only 1 or 2 niches at a time until your PLR is actually making you money. You can then get new PLR for new niches when you're ready. Is the PLR vendor reputable? Many PLR products are just not worth buying. Do your research and only buy content from a reputable PLR vendor. Check the reviews for the vendor/products. Look at content they've released in the past. Does the PLR vendor have a web presence, and do they provide value other than just selling PLR over and over? What exactly am I getting? Pay attention to the modules/components in the PLR bundle before buying it. In some cases, you might be getting less than what has been portrayed on the sales page. 3 pieces of content might actually only be 1 piece of content in 3 different formats, such as DOC, text, and PDF. Sometimes the PLR bundle may contain 20 articles and an ebook which is actually a compilation of the 20 articles. If you don't pay attention, you may mistakenly believe that you're getting an extra ebook filled with new content when it's not. What's my budget? Never go into debt to purchase PLR content. Always pay off your bills first. Unnecessary spending has sounded the death knell on many a marketer's ambitions. Making money online takes time, and you should not approach it from a place of desperation. You're better off getting a day job and using it to fund your online business until you're making enough money online to quit your job. Are the rights overly restrictive? Some PLR vendors are so rigid with their license terms that they constrain you and eliminate several lucrative opportunities which you could have tapped into with the PLR. Avoid these types of restrictive PLR products. Spending a few minutes pondering if you should purchase PLR or any product for that matter will allow you to make a less emotional decision. Your investments in your online business should be done logically. Buy PLR content that serves your immediate needs and put the content to use as soon as you can. Do not let it sit untouched on your hard drive. That's the surest way to forget about it and end up in a downward spiral where you buy PLR product after product without ever using any of them and never enjoying the profits that can be made by efficiently applying the content. Caveat emptor.
All right, friend, thanks so much for watching and continuing to watch until the end. Really appreciate it. And this was a great video talking about some things to be careful with when you buy PLR. And when I buy PLR, typically I use some of it, but not all of it. And sometimes I'll buy a PLR product, use some of it, and then forget about it, then buy another PLR product. And like he says, you don't want to let PLR products just pile up on your hard drive, and you want to make sure it's like a reputable PLR. And he was saying sometimes it'll be misleading where it'll say 3 different formats, or there'll be an ebook and it'll just be the articles in a PLR. But really, I've always done really well buying PLR. I've almost never been disappointed. Sometimes the rights are too restrictive, and I wonder, like, if I made a movie using PLR, then could I sell it to a distributor, or would that be against my PLR rights? So I run into products with PLR sometimes, or like I'll make a movie using PLR videos, and then I wish I could just upload it to YouTube and monetize it with ads, but instead I gotta sell it through another website like Gumroad or something, and I got a hard time getting sales that way. It would be a lot more easier and convenient to just upload it to YouTube, but I gotta sell it, and I can't sell the resale rights or the PLR rights or whatever. So there are some issues like that with PLR, but I love it. It's really great. Hope you're learning a lot, and we're going to show the next video now. Just keep watching, and thanks again so much, but keep watching until the end.
Discover the most important skill you must have to make money with PLR. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the missing piece of the puzzle. There are thousands of PLR buyers who purchase PLR, set it all up and hope to make sales and profits. But nothing happens. When you are about to purchase a Box PLR product, the sales page will tell you that all you need to do is sell the product as your own and keep 100% of the profits. That sounds great and you've done it all, but no one is buying your products. So, what is missing? The answer is traffic. Most PLR buyers lack the ability to generate their own traffic online. Drive traffic to your offers. For you to succeed and make money with PLR, you need to know how to drive traffic to your PLR offers. This is a skill you must have. Without it, your ability to make sales, etc., will be seriously hampered. If you only remember one thing from this article, let it be this: you must learn traffic generation. It has a skill that is different from using PLR. Being able to use PLR is excellent, but no matter how much rebranding, personalizing and repurposing you do, if no one is seeing your content and offers, you'll not build an audience and you'll not make sales. You need to generate traffic to get sales. It is that important. Build a list. Most standard Box type of PLR packages include an opt-in page with an accompanying PLR report. These components are for list building. The idea is to set up an opt-in page and give away the report as a gift in exchange for the visitor's email address. Setting this up is relatively easy, but you can only collect visitors' email addresses and build your list if people are actually visiting your opt-in page. You need traffic to your opt-in page. To effectively use the different PLR components. The same applies to almost all other components in your PLR bundles. If your PLR pack has a sales page and an ebook to sell, you need traffic to the sales page. If you have PLR articles to post on your blog, you need traffic to your blog. If you have components such as PLR videos, tweets, pins, etc., all these are meant to be used for traffic generation. Are you using them? Are you giving traffic generation the importance it requires, or are you just buying more and more PLR thinking that that's the answer? Increase your sales. Making money online to a large extent is a numbers game. The more products you have for sale, the more sales you'll make. The more blog posts you have, the higher your chances of ranking for keywords and getting visitors. The more traffic you get to your web properties, the faster you'll build a list and make sales. More. That's your goal. Focus on just one method at the start. Here's where so many beginners go wrong: they scatter their efforts over many different traffic generation methods and none yield any results worth mentioning. After buying a PLR product, your first step will be to set it all up. The content needs to be posted on your blog, the sales pages need to be ready to accept orders, and your funnel needs to be a well-oiled machine. Once that's all done, the tech issues are settled. Of course, you'll still need to add content to your blog or other web properties at intervals, but this is of secondary importance. Your main focus now should be on traffic generation, and you need to pick one traffic method and fully focus on it. It could be Pinterest marketing or video marketing or SEO or one of the several effective methods out there, but you need to choose one and master it. Get courses/training on the traffic method you choose and apply the information given. It could be paid traffic or free traffic. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you focus solely on that method until you see visitors arriving to your site and/or other web properties. Then you can track conversions and try to improve on them. Setting up your PLR is only half the battle. The other more important half of the battle is traffic generation. Yes, you'll need to spend time learning it, and there will be a learning curve. It will take time, especially if you're reusing search engine optimization. If you're reusing paid ads, it is inevitable to lose some money initially as you learn the ropes. However, traffic generation is the most important skill you must develop. Spend at least 70% of your time learning this skill and getting good at it. Once you know traffic, your sales will skyrocket. You'll see opportunities with PLR that you never saw before, and you'll truly enjoy generating an income online. Traffic is the lifeblood of your online business. 813 words.
Okay, friends, so that was a great secret sauce video about how important traffic is. And I really learned a lot from that because I already have a bunch of products up for sale, and I guess I'm just not doing traffic good enough. I don't think I get a whole lot of traffic from YouTube or Facebook. I need to find a good traffic method, and so I can build my list and get more and more traffic. And if you want to check out my squeeze page, my opt-in page where I build my list, there's a link in the description. Go to imormo.com and you can see my opt-in page, and I'm giving away my movie I'm Mormo, which is like my life story, and people love the movie and you get it free just for giving me your email. And then for about a month I'll send you out an email every day about my YouTube videos. It's mostly all free stuff you can see for free on YouTube. And then pretty soon I'm going to have some share content where share locking, where you can see the movie for free, but you got to share on Twitter or Facebook first. And so that's to help it go viral and get more and more traffic. But this has been my favorite video so far because it's so important. Like if you're doing content marketing and you're creating content like blogging or YouTube videos, the next step is to create products for sale. But then it's so important. You have to drive traffic to your offers, your product pages and sales pages and everything. So I'm really going to work on that from now on. I really learned a lot from that video, and let's watch the next video now.
Is hiring a ghostwriter better than using PLR? This is an excellent question that many newbie marketers have. If you've spent some time on internet marketing forums or in Facebook groups dedicated to online marketing, you may have seen many people turn their nose up at private label rights, PLR, content. It's common for marketers to say, I'll never use PLR, or I prefer to hire my own writers, and so on. Do not be swayed by these comments. Half of them are showboating and the other half probably had bad experiences with PLR. Whether or not you hire a ghostwriter will depend on a few factors, and it has nothing to do with the quality of PLR or being a marketing snob. Let's look at what really matters. Are you already making money online? Almost always, hiring a ghostwriter will cost you much more than purchasing private label rights content. If you're trying to build an online business and you're on a very tight budget, you're better off using PLR and editing it to make it unique rather than forking out substantial sums to a freelance writer. That said, if you're already a successful marketer making good money online and you prefer to have your own writing team, then by all means you can hire ghostwriters. Do not put yourself in debt to hire a ghostwriter. PLR can do the job just fine, if you use it well. How much time do you have? If you're short on time and you need some content quickly to meet a publishing schedule, or you need some value-driven information for a last-minute email to your list, PLR will work in a pinch. You'll get access to the content immediately after purchase. Hiring a ghostwriter takes time. Not only will you need to find a good one, but you'll have to wait for them to deliver the content. So, time constraints may determine if you should hire a ghostwriter or not. Do you need unique content? This is a very important point. Google and other engines love unique content. PLR content is usually not unique because several people may have bought the same content and posted it on their blogs. Since Google can't rank all the similar content, it'll probably rank the content that was posted by the person who used it first, or it may decide based on the authority of the domain. If you're rebuilding niche sites and unique content is very important to you for search engine optimization, SEO, then you'll need to hire a ghostwriter. Very often, marketers who mention about hiring freelance writers are doing it for SEO purposes. However, if you're driving traffic to your blog from YouTube, Pinterest or other platforms, SEO is only of secondary importance. You want to really need unique content and will be able to use PLR. There's no right or wrong answer here. It all depends on the purpose of the content. What's your topic? PLR sellers sell PLR to make money. Because of this, they often create content in niches that are wide and have a lot of demand. This will ensure that they sell as many copies of their PLR as possible. This is the main reason why there's no shortage of PLR content for topics like weight loss, online marketing, yoga, health niches and so on. There's massive demand in these niches. However, if you're in a narrow and very specific niche, it may be almost impossible to get PLR content for your topic. You're not going to find any PLR sellers creating an entire content package for plastic extrusion molding. It's not financially prudent for PLR vendors to create content on topics that only have 1 or 2 buyers. You'll need to hire a ghostwriter in this case. They'll have to spend time researching and understanding the topic to do it justice. You can use both. The good news is that using PLR and hiring a ghostwriter are not mutually exclusive activities. You can use both. Get a ghostwriter for unique content on your blog, but use a PLR report as a lead magnet. You'd have saved yourself some money. Use PLR content in your emails, or turn them into videos for your video marketing. PLR can be used for a multitude of purposes. You don't always need unique content. As long as your content is informative, engaging and accurate, you're good to go, and many PLR bundles satisfy these requirements. So, use PLR when you can and hire a ghostwriter when unique content is crucial.
Okay, friends, so that video was about PLR content versus hiring a ghostwriter. And I've hired ghostwriters before. I can usually only afford to hire like third world country ghostwriters. And I've gotten not great results where I ask them to write on a certain subject and then they come back with something that's not even related really in any way. And that happened one time, and then I was gonna hire a ghostwriter to write some articles for me, and it was like $10 an article or something. So it's expensive writing a ghostwriter. Much better to do PLR in my opinion. And you can rewrite it or not. It's up to you. I didn't rewrite these videos. I probably should have. It doesn't bother me too much. Maybe it bothers you. I don't know. But anyways, ghostwriting, I wouldn't do it. It's unless, like it said, if you're trying to get SEO, search engine optimization, then you need unique content. But to me, it's much better, much cheaper, much faster to use PLR. And you can always just rewrite it and make it original. And I think there'll be other movies about rewriting PLR coming out soon and stuff. So keep an eye out on my channel. Be sure you subscribe. If you have any questions about PLR, go ahead and write them in the comments. and I'll answer those in the next movie, the next PLR horror cache movie. And but so it's up to you if you want to hire a ghostwriter or not. I'd rather use PLR, but it was a great video, and let's watch the next video now.
Is there any use for resell rights and master resell rights products? You may be wondering what is the point of resell rights, RR, and master resell rights, MRR, products. After all, most do not come with the editable source files. So, you have very little flexibility with the products. It's almost like having a pointless superpower, like being able to read your own mind or instant hair loss, but all levity aside, there are uses for resell rights products. If you've joined a PLR membership site like Plr or Resell Rights Weekly, you'll have access to thousands of resell and master resell rights products, so, what can you do with them? Affiliate bonuses. If you're in the make money online space, you'd have seen many affiliates piling on bonuses to promote the latest launches, software or info products. Very often, these bonuses are actually resell rights products that have been collated and compiled. Of course, the products were taken from the large PLR membership sites such as the ones mentioned above. The goal here is to overwhelm the potential buyer with the sheer number of bonuses they're getting. It's common to see affiliates saying how their bonuses have a real-world value of $80,344.75, but they're getting it all for free if they only purchase the $12.95 ebook the marketer is promoting. Most of it is hype. There is no such thing as real-world value for resell rights products. You can't take these intangible products to the bank and cash them out for real money. The bank teller will probably tell you where you can put your resell rights bonus. But the point is this: they can be used as bonuses for affiliate promotions. Just don't go overboard with the hyperbole and number of products in the bonus. Add a couple of relevant products together and create a quick bonus. It just might help you get the sale. Idea generation and research. Resell rights products are still content. If you're in a niche and you need ideas for content, all you need to do is read through several resell rights ebooks in your niche. You'll definitely discover points to write about and expound on. Very often, these products have research that has done for you. You just need to compile the points and write your own articles. It will save you a lot of time. Product bonuses. Product bonuses are different from affiliate bonuses. Don't get confused here. If you're reselling your own info product, you can always add 3 or 4 bonuses to your product and list them at the bottom of the sales page. Of course, these bonuses will be resell rights products. It's so easy to add more value just by adding a couple of these to your sales page. For example, if you're reselling a book on getting 6-pack abs, you could add 3 bonuses, which could be a clean eating guide, stress relief book and a muscle building report. It's extremely easy to find these types of products in most PLR memberships. You may even notice that several digital products sold on ClickBank.com use this technique to make their offer look more attractive by padding on more value. Membership sites. Running a membership site. You can add a resell rights ebook or software every now and then to your deliverables. Mixing up unique content with resell rights products will help alleviate the stress of content production. As long as the RR product is good, you'll not get complaints. Sales. Here's a shocker: people actually make sales with resell and master resell rights products. This can be done in 2 ways. You could bundle up several RR products in one niche and sell them as a package. Or you could set up the sales page for any particular resell rights product and sell the product as it is. As long as you can drive traffic to the sales page, sooner or later someone will buy it. Most RR and MRR packages include the sales pages for you to sell the product. The only limitation is that you can't rebrand the product because the editable source files are not included. However, if you just want to set up a quick product to get sales from your list or through a YouTube video, these products will work. Do not discount the value of these products just because of their limitations. Use your imagination and be a PLR MacGyver. You'll be surprised to discover that you can actually use these RR/MRR products to generate an income online.
Okay, friends, so that was another great video. I learned a lot from, very educational. I've gotten a lot of resale rights and master resale rights crap in the past, and I'm usually pretty bummed about it because I don't know what to do with it, but like it says, you can use it as bonuses, and if you have a product, you can just include it as a bonus and stuff. I know that Gumroad doesn't want you selling resale rights products, but I'm sure you could include them as a bonus and just tack them on to your main product that you're selling, and for affiliate bonuses and product bonuses, and also just to read and get ideas and then make your own content based off of what you learned in a resale rights products ebook or whatever. And so you can learn and then create your own content based off of that. So there's definitely stuff you can do with them, and you can get a lot of that stuff for free, where you don't even have to pay for it. But it's kind of a bummer when you buy resale rights videos, then I couldn't make a video like this where it's like me hosting videos, because you can't edit the videos or add to them or anything. You have to sell them just as is in a zip file or whatever. You can't edit them or do anything with them. So I'm not a huge fan of resale rights and master resale rights, but with this video, I learned a lot of good uses for that kind of material. And I'm also interested in selling products with resale rights and master resale rights, like creating original content and then selling it to people with those kind of rights attached. And so that's something I'll probably be doing in the future. But for me, that was another great video. I learned a lot. Thanks for watching so far. That was the 6th video. There's 10 videos in total, so we're more than halfway through. And really appreciate you. Please watch till the end. And like I say, if you want to get my I, Mormo movie, which tells my story, and it's a movie people love, and it's spooky and scary and stuff, so there's a link in the description for that. Just join my email lists and I'll send you the movie absolutely free. There's a link in the description. It's just imormo.com, and so be sure and check that out. And let's watch the next video now.
PLR license terms, making sense of it all. Usually, when you purchase a private label rights PLR package, you'll notice that it comes with a license and a list of terms. The rights and terms will determine how much flexibility you have when using the content. The PLR license terms are usually displayed on the sales page for the product, so you know exactly what you're getting. You'll know what you can and cannot do with the PLR. In some cases, the license terms may seem convoluted and even contradict each other. Very often, what happens here is that PLR buyers constantly try to circumvent the license rights by doing sneaky stuff. Once the PLR vendor discovers this breach of terms, they'll add a new term to their list of terms to prevent future buyers from flouting the rules. In this article, you'll discover what the terms actually mean and why they are there. The most common license terms that appear on many PLR sales pages are: 1. You may not use my name with this PLR. 2. Don't pass along the rights to others. These terms first appeared in one of the top PLR seller's sales pages and everyone else started copying her. While the terms are brief, they're actually all-encompassing and a fantastic summary of the usual long list of PLR terms. The reason you're not allowed to use the vendor's name with the PLR is to prevent future hassles. If a PLR buyer sells an ebook with the vendor's name but doesn't deliver the content, now the customer will start looking for the PLR vendor since their name is associated with the content when they should actually be looking for the person who sold them the book. This is just one example of how PLR vendors may become responsible for what their customers do. To prevent such problems, PLR buyers are not allowed to use the vendors. The second term to note is that you're not allowed to pass on the rights to others. What that means is you can't sell or give away the private label rights to the content. That is the original PLR creator's job. Your job is to convert the PLR content into products to sell to end consumers. Here's an example. Let us assume you buy a PLR ebook on yoga. It will come in Word, DOC format and/or in text format. As a PLR buyer, what you need to do is give the book a new title. If you want to, convert it into a PDF, very important, set up a sales page and sell the yoga book to people interested in yoga. The yoga niche is your audience, not other marketers. By converting the Microsoft Word document to a PDF, it prevents the buyer from editing it. It's a final product for personal consumption. You are not supposed to be selling the PLR ebook to other marketers with private label rights. Most PLR sellers do not allow this because it tests their hard work and their business. The only times you can sell PLR with PLR rights is if you purchase the content with Plr Reseller Rights from sites like Reseller PLR. Do note that there are very few sites offering Plr Reseller Rights. These are the exception and not the norm. Now let's look at other common terms which are commonly confused. May not claim copyright to the content. Since several other people will be buying the same PLR content as you cannot claim copyright to the content, they need to use it too. There's an exception to this rule when you rebrand your PLR content by giving it a new cover, title, sales page, etc. You can copyright the product. If we used the example from earlier, and you rebranded the PLR yoga book and called it Bulletproof Yoga and gave it a new cover/look, now you'll have a unique product you can claim copyright to. What that means is no one else can sell your product if it looks the same as yours. This is just a measure to protect your intellectual property. However, the copyright is mostly a superficial deterrent to prevent people from ripping you off. However, you cannot claim copyright to the content inside the book if it has still the PLR you purchased. Do you get it? If the content inside your yoga book is the same PLR content, others who bought the PLR have the same rights as you to use it for their own marketing. Anyway, this is a small issue. Don't sweat it. Building and flipping sites. There's some confusion here too. If you build websites and you use PLR content to flesh out the site, you may only sell the site once and provide the new owner with a PLR license for the content. It's out of your hands now. Do not create multiple sites with the same PLR content and keep flipping them, or sell multiple copies of the same site. You'll now be giving away the PLR rights to the content and they won't need to buy it from the original vendor. You're contravening the license terms. It's a big no-no. So be aware, and it's best to speak to the PLR vendor before doing any website flipping. Some PLR vendors may not even approve of it. Best to err on the side of caution. Creating your own PLR. Sometimes you may wish to take another PLR vendor's articles and convert them into PLR videos that you can sell for a profit. Once again, you're giving away the rights and it's not allowed. Buyers can just transcribe the videos and they'll have the written content while bypassing the original vendor. It's best to speak to the original vendor to get permission first. Some may allow it and some won't. You'll just have to check and see. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. That should sum things up. Always remember that the PLR content you buy is mostly for you to create products/deliver value in your own niche marketing. They're not meant for you to become a PLR seller. That has a whole different ball game. Study your PLR terms and seek clarification if you're in doubt. That's it in an article nutshell.
Hi people, it's a beautiful morning and my name is Efosa from Nigeria. I learned everything I know from watching Arakash with Mama Zane.
Okay, friends, so that was PLR and what you can do with the licensing and getting confused about the licensing. And I always wish I could do this, take PLR, make videos out of the PLR, and then sell the PLR rights to the videos, but you can't do that. That video made it very clear that that's against the rules and you're not allowed. But it did say that there's a website that you can go to where you can get like Plr Reseller Rights, PLR. And I'm going to look into that. I'm going to try and find that and maybe find some PLR that I can buy the reseller rights and then make videos or make movies off of it and then sell the PLR to that PLR. I hope you're enjoying. Oh, excuse me. I'm just drinking water tonight. But I hope you're enjoying the movie so far. I want to thank you for watching this far and encourage you to please watch until the end, and you'll learn a lot, and hopefully you can use PLR to make money or make content that you can make money off of if you're monetized on YouTube, or you can make content you can sell like on Gumroad or some other website or something, or you can upload videos to Facebook. That's what I'm going to start doing soon. I'm going to go hard on Facebook video, and that's one of the next steps of my business. And that'll be all about driving traffic as well. But that was a great educational video. It really clarified some things for me. Hopefully you learned some stuff. And let's watch the next video now.
Not all PLR is made equal. And here's why. There is no shortage of private label rights content, PLR, on the market. In fact, there are too many PLR products cluttering the market. Every month, new PLR bundles are released, and it is usually on the same topics. Any budding online marketer who wishes to make a few quick bucks looks at selling their own PLR as a way to go about it. It seems easy enough. Just write some content, bundle it up and ask a few affiliates to promote you. This ease of entry into the market is good for helping proficient writers generate an income. However, it is also easy for poor quality PLR content to inundate the market, and that's exactly what has happened. It is very common to hear online marketers moaning, "Arg. All PLR is crap." Or "I'll never use third-rate PLR content in my business." The unfortunate truth is that there is more bad PLR out there than good. That said, there is also quite a bit of excellent PLR content for sale. You just need to know what to look for. Content versus fluff. Good writing requires flair and research. You want to look for PLR content that is informative and engaging. It's easy to come across PLR ebooks that are 8,000 to 10,000 words long, but a lot of it is fluff. Verbosity, larger fonts, double spacing, etc. are tricks used by several PLR sellers to make their content look better than it actually is. Length of content only matters if the content contains pertinent points that deliver value. Who is writing the content? This is another very important point to take note of. If the PLR vendor is the one writing the content, they'll usually take more pride in it and do a decent job. However, if the PLR vendor is outsourcing the writing, then their content can be hit or miss. In many cases, the vendor himself has such a poor command of the language that he or she can't tell if the freelancer's writing is good or bad. They just bundle up the content and sell it as it is, with some bells and whistles to make the content look more presentable than it actually is. In some cases, the PLR vendor may not have the budget to hire a writer, and at the same time, they have poor writing skills too. But that doesn't stop them from writing a whole bunch of content that has so bad you start forgetting your own English while reading it. Now you have the worst of both worlds. Shoddy content created by a PLR vendor who should not be a PLR vendor. As ridiculous as this situation is, rest assured that it exists and you need to be aware of it. The most crucial component when purchasing PLR is that the writing has to be good. Nothing else matters. Your business begins and ends with the quality of content you publish. If you're reusing PLR videos, etc., ensure that the videos are worth watching and sound great. Price is not an indicator of quality. Just because a PLR bundle costs more, it doesn't mean the content is better. At the same time, a less expensive PLR bundle doesn't mean you got a bad deal. In the PLR market, pricing is just a form of positioning. Charging higher may make it appear like the content is more exclusive, and better yet, it could be shoddy content. Sometimes PLR bundles are sold at a launch discount. So, you may be able to purchase the product for $17, but once the launch is over, the price rises to $47 or higher. Once again, the pricing is influenced by the timing, vendor's preferences, etc., and is not a determining factor of quality. Do your research. If you truly want to know who the good PLR sellers are, it is best to speak to a PLR vendor whom you trust, or join online marketing forums/PLR Facebook groups and ask the members there. Very often, you'll see the same names popping up. The PLR industry is a small one, and the good vendors keep being mentioned over and over. Another point to note is that just because you see a PLR product sitting at the top of the bestseller list or getting an award from the platform, that doesn't translate to good quality. Very often, marketers have their own circles of affiliates, and when a product is launched, several affiliates with huge lists will mail for the product and get a lot of sales. So, the product climbs the ranks regardless of its quality. Many PLR buyers are clueless and will buy the product without doing their due diligence. The platform, seeing that the product is generating sales, will give it an award to get an extra boost of sales, because the platform gets a percentage of the sales too. Everyone wins except you. You've got to be smarter than that. You've got to do your research. A common pitch. A common pitch by a couple of PLR sellers is to tell you how most PLR is rubbish except theirs. By condemning the other products, they elevate the status of their own PLR. Once again, don't take their pompous words for it. Do your research and see if their PLR is worth buying, or if it has just hot air. When it comes to PLR, instead of buyer beware, it should be buyer beware. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's good PLR around. You just need to find it.
All Alright friends, so that video was warning you about PLR and how to be careful when you buy PLR and all this. And like I say, I've never had a problem buying PLR. I've always thought it was a good value and worth the money. I mean, when I can make a movie for like 25 bucks or like, you know, the PLR I bought today, it was 25 bucks and it came with 5 packs of 10 articles, so that's 5 movies I can make. That's $5 a movie. Upload it to YouTube, and you never know, it could go viral and make you a lot of money back. And or you could sell it with personal rights on Gumroad and just keep all that money and just drive traffic to it. You could upload it to YouTube and drive a bunch of traffic to a affiliate offer or a product you got for sale or whatever. But usually you can buy articles and ebooks and stuff and videos at a really good price. I've never really felt burned buying PLR. I always find it to be a good value, but that's up to you. And if you do content marketing, which I really recommend you doing, either blogging or making videos for YouTube, and it's a really good thing to do, and PLR can help so much with that. And so it was still a good video. I enjoyed it, and we got 2 more videos to watch, so let's watch a video now.
Understanding the different types of PLR rights. It is very common to find PLR buyers who are confused by the different types of PLR rights. If you stopped to think about it, you'd realize that PLR stands for private label rights. Yet, why is everyone saying PLR rights? That is like saying private label rights. One of the many inconsistencies in this industry, but the term has become the norm. So, we'll play along with this madness. The truth of the matter is that even with PLR rights, different PLR vendors have different interpretation of the same terms. The rule of thumb is this: always pay close attention to the license terms that come with any PLR product. Some PLR sellers may have rules and stipulations that are unique to them. If in doubt, always contact the vendor. Now let us look at the general understanding of the most common types of PLR rights. Private label rights. These rights give you a lot of flexibility for personalizing/rebranding your content. Usually, you'll receive the editable source files so that you can truly make the content your own and create your own derivative products. The most important point to note here is the editable source files. Most variations of the rights are determined by the source files. So, what are the source files? If you getting written PLR content, whether they articles, reports, or ebooks, the editable source files will most probably be Word, doc, text, and sometimes RTF. What that means is you can edit the document when you have the source files. You can rewrite them or add your own name, images, cover image, and so on. You can personalize and rebrand the content to your heart's content and make it look totally different from the original PLR product you purchased. This is the strongest point of getting PLR from original vendor. You get all of the source files to get maximum mileage from the PLR. Resell rights. Resell rights, RR, products can often be found in PLR membership sites. These products are usually biz-in-a-box PLR packages but have been converted into PDFs, MP4s, etc. The main difference here is that the editable source files are not included. So, you'll only be able to sell the PDF or MP4s, depending on the product, as they are without making any changes. There is a lot less flexibility with resell rights products. You could sell them, but you'd be competing with everyone else who has these products. Since most beginner marketers tend to compete on price, it'll be a race to the bottom and they'll all end up devaluing the products and selling them for peanuts. You'll barely be able to make a profit. That said, you still can use our products to make some sales, create bonuses or use them as research for your own content creation. Master Resell Rights. Master Resell Rights products, MRR, are very similar to resell rights products. The difference is that your customers will be able to resell the products as their own too. Once again, this leads to everyone and their grandma owning the product and devaluing it. Giveaway rights. You'll be able to give away these Plr products as gifts, bonuses, or they can be used as freebies to build your email list, usually in PDF and MP4 format. Depending on the product, you may sometimes get the editable source files, but most often you want unrestricted rights. These products usually have very few restrictions and you can do whatever you want with them. Do note that some clueless Plr vendors may state on the sales page that their products have unrestricted rights, just to get more sales, but then they have stipulations in the terms which restrict you. Always read the fine print. Limited content. Limited content is not Plr rights per se, but it is a type of Plr content that is highly sought after. Limited Plr will have a limit to the number of copies sold. In some cases, they may be limited to 100 or 200 copies. Sometimes 50 and sometimes less. It all depends on the Plr vendor's preferences. The reason many Plr buyers love limited Plr content is because there is less competition since fewer people own the content. That makes it easier to personalize and rank the content in the search engines. Plr Reseller Rights. Plr Reseller Rights is a rare type of rights offered by very few Plr sellers. This type of rights allows you to sell the Plr as your own Plr. You'll be able to include the source files with your package. In other words, it allows you to become a Plr seller in your own right. Creating content is hard work. Purchasing products that come with Plr Reseller Rights will allow you to quickly build a Plr store and sell your own Plr products. Isn't that fantastic? You can be a Plr seller in record time. If you're looking for products with Plr Reseller Rights, do check out Reseller Plr. Now that you're aware of what the different types of Plr rights mean, you can appreciate the pros and cons of each and make informed buying decisions. You'll also know what you can and cannot do with the Plr you have. Congrats! You're better informed than the majority of Plr buyers out there.
Okay, so that video was again talking about the different kinds of Plr rights you can get, and it went over some stuff that has already been talked about, but it also talked about unrestricted Plr rights, which is really good to have, and I've bought some of that. It's really hard to find, but you can find it where you can just do whatever you want and there's no rules with the Plr. And that's real nice to have, but like he said, you can sometimes buy unrestricted Plr rights that's advertised as unrestricted, and then you buy it and find out that there's actually restrictions that limit what you can do with it and throw salt on your plans and stuff. So you got to be careful about that. And then he talks again about the reseller Plr, and I need to look into that. When I'm done with this movie, I'm going to check that out and see what they have to offer, so I can start making Plr videos and reselling them and stuff and selling the Plr rights. I think that would be awesome. And so that was a great video, learned a lot. And there's only one video left, folks. Thanks for making it this far. Please watch until the end. And like I say, comment, share. If you could share this movie, that would be great. I know I've already planned. I'm going to reach out to all the people I've helped and ask them to please help me promote this movie and share it on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere. And because I want this movie to go viral and earn me some money and send me some traffic and everything, and send traffic to my link in the description so people can get on my email list and everything. And you can see how awesome PLR is. I mean, I bought PLR earlier today. Before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to have like a feature-length movie already finished. I'll probably get it all edited together, and then I'll click the button to render it and go to bed. And then when I wake up in the morning, it'll be finished. And then tomorrow I can upload it to YouTube and get it all optimized and everything. So PLR is a great shortcut, and it's one of the key things of my business. I just use it over and over again. I really hope you see the value in it, and I hope you've learned a lot. There's only one video left. Let's watch it now.
Will using PLR make Google penalize my site for duplicate content? If you don't have time to read the entire article, the correct answer is no. Google will not penalize your site for duplicate content just because you use private label rights content, PLR. There's so much confusion over this issue that it's not even funny. Thousands of PLR buyers worry about the Google bogeyman penalizing their site before they've even used the PLR content yet. Cast your fears aside. Using PLR is perfectly safe. You must understand what the duplicate content penalty is. If you take a single PLR blog post and post it on your blog 10 times, you have duplicate content. You're probably wondering why people would do something so insane. The answer is simple. They're trying to game the system. They'll create 10 different headlines for the same article and post each different headline as a blog post, but the post's content will be the same. This is duplicate content. They're trying to rank in the search engine results and throwing whatever they can at the wall to see what sticks. Most of the time the only thing that sticks is the duplicate content penalty that Google unceremoniously grants them. Avoid trying to scam a billion-dollar company. It's not going to work. Your site just might end up blacklisted. If you're reusing PLR correctly and only posting one article once on your site, you'll be fine. It's important to stay organized with your PLR content so that you don't accidentally post the same content twice. Using PLR is almost similar to websites which publish syndicated news articles. You'll notice that news from popular news organizations such as Reuters or Associated Press are displayed across thousands of sites online. The content is literally the same. Nothing is altered or changed. Yet, none of these sites are penalized because the same content appearing on different sites does not cause a duplicate penalty strike. Only when the same content appears repeatedly on the same site are you penalized for duplicate content. Hopefully, the words in bold make the distinction clear. Feel free to use PLR content on your site. It has one of the best ways to populate your site quickly and easily. If you're hoping to rank for certain keywords, it would be best to either write unique content targeting the keyword/s you wish to rank for, or rewrite about 51% to 55% of your PLR article and optimize it well so that Google views it as unique content and ranks it. The problem with ranking PLR content is that several people who bought the same content will be using it too. While most PLR buyers never use the content they purchase, enough of them do to compete with you. Very often, most of them will just copy and paste the PLR content as it is without changing anything. Usually, the first one to post the PLR content will get noticed by Google. Everyone after that will not really matter because Google already took note of the content. This is why you'll need to come up with a new title for the PLR article, very important, and rewrite about half the content so it becomes unique. Sprinkle related keywords in your content, add in your own opinions. Use references. Add quotes, etc. Doing all of this will help to make your content different from the original PLR you've purchased. Get a few links pointing to your new article and your chances of ranking in the search results will be much higher. This is how you should use PLR to add content to your site and also rank in the SERPs. You'll be killing two birds with one stone.
Okay, so that was the last video, and it kind of covered stuff that had already been covered earlier in the movie, but it's definitely still interesting, and I've worried about duplicate content before when I've put PLR videos up on YouTube. Sometimes I use a PLR article as the description, and I've been spinning the article because I'm afraid of getting hurt by duplicate content in the YouTube search engine, but apparently that's not an issue and I don't have to worry about that, and that's a great relief. And thanks so much for watching, and my life is awesome. Like, my whole life I've dreamed about making movies, and now I can make a full-length movie in one day and have it uploaded the next day, and it's really incredible, and I really appreciate you for watching, and hopefully you're a fan of my work, and hopefully you learned a lot. And like I say, you really helped already by watching this far, but if you can thumbs up and leave a comment and then share on social media, that would be a huge favor to me. And I'll just keep making movies like this. Like I say, I can make 4 more movies like this for free now. I've already spent all I need to spend, so it's just doing the work, and it takes a few hours. It's not hard work, but I enjoy it, and hopefully it pays off and this movie goes viral and everything. But definitely hope you learned a lot, and about purchasing PLR and how to use PLR and different kinds of PLR and the different PLR rights and everything, and how you can use it as a shortcut to create content and everything. It's real awesome. I love it. But reach out to me and check out the link in the description, and let's talk about PLR and making money, because that's what this whole horror cash thing is. I've been trying it for a while. I think some people just think it's a scam or whatever, but it's really not. It's supposed to be entertaining, so hopefully you were entertained and learned something and were inspired. Sometimes you can watch something like this, a training video, and it just gets your mind working and thinking about other things you can try and do as far as like an online business or something. So hopefully you either learned from this or you were inspired, but be sure and take action on what you learn. And that's the important thing. You can't just learn and learn and learn and learn. You got to take action and actually create that content and drive that traffic, get those sales, make that money, and it's entirely possible. Just keep with it, stick with it. And really appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for watching. And be sure and stay tuned, because I got a lot of great stuff coming up next. And just thanks again.